Good evening, friends, followers, and channel members. Welcome to London Heathrow, where we've got a very happy set of Scottish fans returning to Glasgow this evening. Oh, how pathetic was the game yesterday. Sorry, I am speaking obviously as an England supporter. Frustrating. And I can see some of you chatting in the chat before we get started, and that's great. Hopefully we'll give you an entertaining flight this evening. We will be on VATSIM, of course, and yeah, we're currently parked at stand 547 Romeo, I believe it is, or it might just be 547. I'm just trying to see if we've actually got a marker. Can't actually see. I don't think we have. It's I think it is. It's it might actually be 548 because we're stuck out right at the very end. 548. So we'll hop inside in a second, and I'm just setting up just a few more things, including in the background I've got the Spain and Poland match, which is taking place this afternoon. Sorry, right now, isn't it? I was gutted. Unfortunately, I've been busy all afternoon, which means that sounds like I've missed one of the best games of the tournament, doesn't it? From what I can hear, see you guys saying in the chat. I don't even know who won. Who won the Germany match? Was it Germany that was playing this afternoon? Sounds like I've just missed one of the best games of the tournament, so quite unhappy about that. Might have to try and catch the highlights a little bit later on. So, good evening to everybody in the chat. So, good evening, Lewis, Matt B, Richard W, Oggy, LGM Lambs, thanks for coming along. Hyacinth, Danny Rubble as well, good to see you. And Mr. Saloom TV, good afternoon as well. And same to Yolanda, it's time. Zeus 3 player, good evening to you as well. Hope you're all well, and we're looking forward to seeing a few of you perhaps flying alongside this evening. Pilot Pat, Dark Fury, and Nick Burrows. Great to see you, Nick. You're not working tonight. Result. So as I say, we are on VATSIM this evening. I'm just going to check. I think we do have some air traffic control knocking about as well. Yes, we've got London Heathrow ground is online, so that's night. Nick, yeah, I did think about you when doing a BA flight, and so that's going to be quite nice. Now, originally, our call sign tonight was going to be Shuttle 6 Echo, which is a real live flight used up between Heathrow and Glasgow. So unfortunately someone had already taken that call sign tonight on VATSIM, so we are Shuttle 7 Fox. They move, I think they usually move on one letter and one number as well. Yes, I did see the Dreamliner's gear collapse, and hey, I'm not worried about that. I fly Airbus, not Boeing. So there we go. That said, I can't really say much about I think it's British Airways' A320 that hasn't had a great stroke of luck. It's been involved in several incidents, so each to their own there, isn't it? Now I do, before I go any further, want to check that the Nightbot as well is not giving duff information, which it tends to do, particularly if it's been drinking so late on a Saturday evening. So how many guys have got involved with the PMDG DC6? Has anybody gone and got that just yet? It came out yesterday, that didn't it? Yesterday, I think it was. Right, I think I'm all about set up here, so I think we can hop on board and start getting ready to set up. Nick, is that you? The Shuttle 6 Echo? Ah, well, fair play to you, mate. You do your research. Let's fly. Right, so I've just downloaded the dev version as well. So if anything doesn't work, then let's just pray for things to work correctly, shall we? Right, I can already hear some of the levers clicking away. What's happening here with the speed brake? Right, speed brake is going absolutely nuts there. What's happening here? Well, I've just armed it. I don't particularly want to arm it. Right, let me see if I can retract that and leave that there. Okay, bug number 1 of the evening. I don't particularly want to arm it just yet, not before we power it up. There we go. Right, okay, so that looks to have solved it. That's a little bit annoying, but never mind. Let's get the fly pad on as well. Is this jetway even connected to the aircraft? No, they're going to have to jump over. Danny, is it 547? Thank you very much. Right, well, with the fly pad turned on, let's... is the GPU already connected? Oh, I see Spain have just scored. Oh no, they haven't. It's offside. Ignore me. Look at that reflection. It's little things like this that get me out every time. Years of playing FSX and Microsoft Flight Sim 2002, 2004, and before that 98 and 95. When you see stuff like this, you know just how far things have come. Even if the GPU does decide to slipstream its way over, as it did just then. Right. Well, now that's set up. So I want to check something, and I just want to see if we get a memo on the eCam. I'm not going to turn the batteries on. I'm going to pop the external power on. So we've just done that. So they're checking that goal for offside. Has it actually been given? Is it now 1-0? I'm not paying too much attention. Oh, it is. The goal has been given, so it's 1-0 to Spain. Right, so batteries on, Tommy. External power is on. So here's, just want to go to the systems page now and check. Ah, okay. So what should normally happen, and this is something that I've just wanted to check. Let me just turn VATSIM off for a moment. At the moment, I should have a warning here on the low ECAM that tells me that I can't start the APU. Because the batteries are not turned on. But anyway, let's go ahead and turn those on and turn the systems page off. And let's start with the overhead flow. So we've got the crew, ground control. We'll do the cockpit voice recorder test. There we are. And then start the alignment, nav, lights. No smoking, emergency signs armed. I've just heard the clicks, so we can do the engine fire tests. And finally the APU. There we go. Lewis, any app that shows VATSIM traffic, I shall be on there. Right, that is all done. Now let's come down here and pop in the company username. Oh, let's try spelling it correctly. There we are. And hopefully now we should be able to pull through our operational flight plan from SimBrief. While that's coming through, let's have a look and get the latest information. Echo Golf Lima Lima, and send that off. That should come through in a second. And here's our operational flight plan. Heathrow to Gatwick, a distance of 300 miles exactly, apparently. And the operational flight plan in the chat. I shall do that for you now. So here's the flight plan in the chat on YouTube. So let's move across and have a look at this on here. Can't wait until the new operating system for the FlyPad becomes available. It is really neat, and even just makes this page look fantastic. So I'm going to scroll down, and I just want to have a look at what the weather's predicted to be like up in Glasgow when we get there. So currently at the moment, winds 260 at 4, that's fine. Visibility is fine. Cumulonimbus clouds in the vicinity, and becoming, during our arrival slot time, 080 at 10. So there's a chance of a runway change then. We need to keep an eye on that as we head up there, so definitely keep an eye on that. Also temporarily, oh no, that's past midnight, so we can ignore that. So yeah, just the potential of a runway change as we plan to come in and land on is it runway 26? Let me just we'll just double check that. Might be runway 26. Information is that runway 23. Yes, so if the wind swings round, we'll be coming in obviously from the other side. So with that in mind, we've got planning block fuel of 4.1 tons, just in case we end up having to do a change, anything like that. We can load a little bit more. We shouldn't need too much more. We've got a bit of traffic potentially on the ground at Heathrow, so if we need to be held by ATC for whatever reason, so if we loaded an extra half a ton, so that'll be about 4.6 tons we're going to load this evening. Let's go to the fuel page, and I forgot to defuel, so let's select that to real time. I want 4.6 tons. Oh, that's close enough. Call it 4.7 tons then. 4.7, and we can start defueling now. Okay, defueling is underway. Let's just carry on doing some flows then. Now the refueling is all done. Has the information on the ATIS come through? Let's have a look. Oh, wrong button. Messages received. Here's our ATIS. So Heathrow information is Oscar is current, and runway use 09 left, single runway operations, transition flight level is 7,500 feet, and that's transition level of course, not transition altitude. Surface wind 0806, visibility 10k or more, light rain, and broken 900 feet, overcast 1,500 feet, dew point 14, QNH, sorry, dew point 13, temperature 14, QNH is 1011. And as I say, we've got information Oscar, aircraft type, and current QNH on first contact with London Heathrow. So of course we can go ahead and do that in a moment. So that's all done. We can now set that QNH. Turn this up 1011, and skid is turned on. Let's come down to the pedestal then and check guard frequency 121.2, and we will want the ground frequency very soon, which for Heathrow ground is 121.9. So let's just set that 121.9. We'll not switch over to that just yet, we don't need to. So we'll make sure that the cockpit door is currently open, then the switching panel, thrust levers, engine masters, engine mode selector, and parking brake, then transponder is turned on. Then just check the radio management panel is all of those should be. Glare shield, let's get the brightness turned up. We probably need to do that with the overhead as well to be fair. 1011, we'll set the current QNH on there as well. Flight directors 1 and 2 still turned on. Normally we have to turn those on. I think there's just a little bug there, as they should of course be turned off. Okay, so that's all set. Just while I remember, I'm going to turn the brightness up of the overhead panel. It's starting to get dark here. Right, so instrument panel then, let's turn that up. We don't need to go all the way. That will do. We'll turn the ECAMs up as well. That's all set. Status is normal. Let's turn the first officer screens off. Iris alignment in 3 minutes. Right, let's come down to the FMG and before we do that, I think we can now start letting you guys on board. So we can start the flight, of course, using self-loading cargo. That should kick into gear in a moment.
Cabin crew, we can open the doors now and start letting them on board. Thanks very much.
Sure, no problem.
So there's our flight number 1486. 53 minutes our flight time. Fuel on board is 6.7 tons, so that's now been loaded. Sorry, defueled as that's going down, as you've just seen. So back to the AOC menu. Let's pop the weights for our aircraft. Let's load the aircraft up. So the fuel is already taken care of. Right, so with the operational flight plan that we've got today, check our payload of 16224. That is correct. And zero fuel weight of 57.2. Again, correct. So let's load that and check on the gross weight screen that that goes up. There we go. All loaded. Alright, so the data page, IRS is still aligning, and aircraft status, LEAP engines for the A320 Neo, and a new Araxidal that was that came with the upload on Thursday, didn't it? So good to see that that's now in. That's nice and valid. Alright, so init A, and let's uplink from the company, and we've got the alternate tonight of Echo Golf Papa Hotel, Echo Golf Papa Hotel, and pop that in. Cost index of 8, flight level 380, and minus 48 is the temperature at cruise level. Drop pose 34250, and it should actually be 33850. So let's change that, 33850. That's rounded up to the nearest 10. Okay, good. So the flight plan, which we'll need to check anyway, but departing runway 9 left on the Ultib 1 kilo. Scroll down, there it is, Ultib 1 kilo. And just clear that scratch pad before we insert. There we go. And then the arrival. So the planned arrival at the moment, is to land on runway 23, but we've already flagged up there's a potential change due to those winds. So ILS runway 23, and that is going to be on the Ribble 1 Golf. Scroll down and find that. Rib 1 Golf. And I believe it's going to bring us in over the Glasgow VOR. Regardless of what we do, we're not going to be able to do anything about that. It would be nice to be able to say no veers, but I still don't think that works. But let's insert that anyway. A distance of 329 miles. We'll just check, see if that changes in a second. And if it doesn't, the extra 29 miles will be because it has us flying the full procedure, where where the operational flight plan I don't think does. So if I just pull the chart up for that, this is the full procedure. So it'll be fly over the Glasgow VOR, exit outbound, then come back in inbound. Obviously we won't do that. We'll vector ourselves in, or air traffic control will vector ourselves in if they're online, to capture the ILS without having to fly that full procedure. Okay, that's all set. So the RadNav page, what do we need to set for any departure? Well, this is our SID, standard instrument departure. The only thing I'm going to pop in there is the London VOR. So we have that showing if we need it. Let's go ahead and pop that in. LON. I think there's a couple of these, so we're going to have to check that out. Ooh. Is that the identifier for London Heathrow or Glasgow? I'm just wondering if they've put that in now. Is that a little new feature? I think that might be London. That could be London Heathrow's, which means when we take off on the FMA, we should get Mantoga SIS and runway shown, so we'll have the runway track in there if that's available. We'll find that out. So there we go, there's London, 1 nautical mile. Good evening, Simon, good to see you. Right, so let's go to the init B page and have a look. So zero fuel weight was indeed 7.2. The aircraft's zero fuel weight centre of gravity as it's loaded was 30.2. Our trip wind, according to the operational flight plan, is a tailwind of 25. Get those Scottish fans home nice and quick. They'll all be hungover, won't they, from yesterday? Let's get that in there. We're taking 4.7 tons of fuel, and our fuel planning is 3. Excellent. So let's pop that in. Has that actually been loaded or defueled yet? There we go, 4.7 tons. So 4.7. Pop that in. Takeoff weight is 61.8. And our fuel for the alternate is about 800. So we'll put in 0.8, which means total flight time. We've got an extra 35 minutes of fuel on board. 35 minutes worth of fuel on board. So that's obviously good to see. So onto the performance then. So the transition altitude here at London Heathrow is 6,000 feet. Let's go ahead and pop that in. And the elevation of London Heathrow, let's just get this. Elevation of London Heathrow is, where's the chart gone showing that? Dun, dun, dun. It is 83. Oh, so that's spot on. Now, I believe London Heathrow, due to its surrounding close proximity to residential areas, I believe it's a noise abatement 1. They basically want us to get up and away, high as we can, away from London before starting our acceleration. So in which case, we can leave. Sorry, I just got totally distracted by the Spanish-Poland match because Poland should have scored that. How very unprofessional of me. Anyway, so we're going to set 3080 there, 3080. Wonderful. Flaps 1. And it's going to be a toga takeoff. I've not got a flex temp calculator sorted. Engine out acceleration, we also need to set that as well, 3080. Okay, let's calculate those V-speeds. So, obviously the simulator does this for us. Colin Davis on Facebook, good evening. So, V2 is 133, VR is 129, and V1, 128. Okay, let's do a quick departure briefing. So, we are actually no, tell you what, just before we do the departure briefing, I'm going to contact ATC just in case they decide to change anything. No point in doing a full briefing only to have it changed by air traffic control, is there? So let's flick over, check, are they still
you're
online?
in Alpha at the moment, so if you just turn one of the left links there and then right on Bravo.
We are, and there's an aircraft lost by the sounds of things.
Roger, so it will be at the end, right?
Yes, when you get on Bravo, if you take left and then right, it'll be on Bravo right at the end, yes, all the way down to the end.
Roger, Speedbird 1390.
So, giving somebody a progressive taxi
Ground
there.
shuttle 18 Echo ready for taxi.
18 Echo, taxi Kilo, and left Alpha.
So just waiting for a
hold.
break in air traffic control.
Kilo left and Alpha, hold our shuttle 18 Echo.
London Heathrow ground, good evening, Shuckle 7 Fox, parking zone 547, requesting IFR clearance as file to Glasgow, type A320 Neo, and we have information, Oscar QNH 1011.
Shuttle 7 Fox, traffic ground, hello, cleared to shuttle, OTIB 1 Kilo, departure school 0512.
Cleared by the Ultib 1 Kilo departure and squawk 0512 for shuttle 7 Foxtrot.
7 Foxtrot, correct.
Good, that's everything that we'd planned, so let's set the squawk 0512. And now we've confirmed that that is going to be the departure. We're using our initial climb clearance for Ultib 1 Kilo.
Good evening. This is the Seabird
It's
22
6,000 feet.
A321 Neo, stand at 518. Information Papa, requesting clearance to Glasgow.
Seabird 22 Charlie, Heathrow ground clears Glasgow, OTIB 1 Kilo, departure squawk 6214.
Clear to Glasgow, Ultib 1 Kilo.
So just mute that for a second whilst we do our briefing. Okay, so let's get the parking taxi chart up. So we're right at the end here of Terminal 5. We're going to push back, presumably facing north, and then we may get told to hold at Cobra, and following that we can depart either through, well, actually, as we're going to Toga Takeoff, it doesn't matter where he takes us, to be honest, but we can let him know we can take intersection Alpha to life easier for the controller. So that's our taxi, or of course we could be told to go left on link 56 or 57 to Alpha 13. As we depart, then straightforward, I'm going to check that this is all coded correctly just now, but basically takeoff and then a left hand turn after passing 590 feet, as you can see. There are no speed restrictions, but still 6,000 feet, no higher than 6,000 feet. Air traffic control will give us higher. If air traffic control is not online, then we're free to do our own thing. So let's go ahead and check that that looks like it should. We'll then do a quick want briefing, so the weather, the aircraft, NOTAMs and threats. So let's just set that to plan mode, turn the constraints on and have a look. That looks great to me. So there's a USR point there because that's basically when we pass 590 feet, that's when we make our left turn. If we just continue to scroll all the way through that, then let's have a look and scroll down. Oh, hang on, flight plan page. There we go. Just check what the arrival looks like. Yeah, so that's the arrival that I think if you were here a bit earlier you'll have seen. So it takes us straight over the Glasgow VOR and then back in and around. Okay, so let's just go back, pop that into arc mode, set that to 20. And all that looks good. So let's just have a look what that weather was doing here. Oh, all the passengers are now on board. So visibility and everything is absolutely fine here. If we do have a problem with anything, then we will look to come back land here. We have to land 09 left as per the NOTAMs in ATIS. Single runway, sorry, is in use currently at the moment at Heathrow. So 09 left. We'd have to depart and make a basically flying traffic pattern. Threats to be aware of. It's a very congested very congested airspace, so lots of aircraft are around, of course. In fact, we've not checked that, have we? Let's have a quick look around, see what we can see. Also, we've got some aircraft obviously pushing back down there, and then yeah. So here we are, right at the end of London Heathrow, the new terminal, just there. Cool. So, Danny, we're at Terminal 5 Bravo. Did you say? Let me just double check that. No, we're definitely at 5 Alpha. Definitely at 5 Alpha. Right at the end of 5 Alpha, actually. Just bring the chart up. You can see. So. There's the end of 5 Alpha, and there's the parking stands 501 through to 505, which are just there, occupied by one. So 5 Bravo is, I can see why you may have seen that. If we go to the taxi chart, no, one of the parking stands only goes up to 5 Bravo. That's why. So one of the, because if you look, and I will show you this just so other people don't make the same mistake, if I get the charts up for London Heathrow, let's just open that chart up, and we go to the parking stands, which is the page that most of us go to straight away, isn't it, when trying to work out where we are. If you have a look, it only goes up to 5 Bravo here on the left hand side. You have to get the parking stands continued to get the final part of the parking stand chart. So this is 5 Bravo, just there. So that's probably where the confusion came from. So there we are. In fact, though, I may have confused matters because I said we were at 547, didn't we? We're not at all. We're at we're at 506. We'll give him another. Well, we'll have to call him back in a little while. So yeah, that's my fault. But yeah, we're definitely Terminal 5 Alpha, right at the end of Heathrow. We're just confusing each other. Anyway, let's get back on board, as I believe all the passengers are now boarded. Fuel is sorted. Let's just check the refueling page is closed. Let's get the fuel pumps on. We can close the doors. And also get that APU started. Seatbelt signs coming on as well. APU firing up. Cabin crew have just closed the main doors and the jetway can now disappear.
Captain, all passengers are on board and we're finished setting up. Doors are also now closed.
That's great, thank you. Cabin crew, we're all ready to go, so please arm the doors and cross-check. Thank you.
So just wait for that APU to be available, then we'll disconnect the ground power, run the before start checklist to the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking, and I'd like to welcome you on board the aircraft. We're running slightly behind schedule, but we should be able to make up the time once we get up in the air. The guys on the ground are loading the final bits of luggage into the aircraft, so I expect us to be on our way very shortly. If you could help the cabin crew by getting yourself sat comfortably with seatbelts fastened, we should be ready to depart in just a few minutes. For now, though, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and I hope you enjoyed the flight. Thank you.
So Danny, where does the operational flight plan get the tropper bores from? So I would imagine that probably the same place it gets the METAR from. So is it something standard, weather related and stated in a report like the QNH and temperature? Yes it is. Just comes from the METAR, but you don't need it on your you don't need it throughout. It's only usually for where your cruise altitude is, and that's where the inversion layer is. Doesn't play quite as much importance as the QNH. Dr. Magic, you were using self-loading cargo the other day and didn't realise after shutting down, the cleaning crew would come around with the hoover. Yeah, which can be quite loud as well if you're not expecting it. Right, there's that APU. That's now available. We'll get the APU bleed on. We'll disconnect the external power, so we can wave goodbye to that in a moment. We'll use this to get rid of that. Oh, I've called the baggage. I don't want the baggage. I want the external power to go. Does that mean the baggage crew are going to start loading again? That's going to upset self-loading cargo because it's going to open the doors. Right, well, never mind. It looks like those doors are still closed at the moment. Anyway, so that's the main thing. Right, before start, checklist to the line. Cockpit preparation. Let's check all that has been done. Everything looks good up there. I'm going to check our fuel is loaded and balanced. I'm going to check that we've got 3 nav green and systems are all normal. Indeed they are. Everything down here is done. So, cockpit preparation is completed. The signs are on and auto. It is 3 nav green. Fuel quantity is 4.7 tons, loaded and balanced. FMGS is coded. Altimeter 1011. Stu P, use your right mouse button, click and pan around. That's how I move around. Okay, so that's all set. we can look at getting our pushback clearance now. I just want to check that those, yeah, just checking that they didn't start to load baggage again. So that's done. Captain 79, good evening. Right, let's tune back to Heathrow ground and we'll request pushback.
Shamrock 935, taxi Alpha Hold Cobra. Taxi by Alpha Hold Cobra, Shamrock 935.
Heathrow ground, shuttle 7 Foxtrot, stand 506, ready for push and start.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot, just hold position for the moment.
Wilco, shuttle 7 Fox. Okay, so holding position.
Shuttle 6 Echo, contact London 135.8 by wire.
135.8, shuttle 6 Echo, VATSIM, bye-bye.
135.8 will be our.
And Speedbird 22 Charlie, are we still holding 518?
No, he's gone past you now, sorry
Next
about
frequency,
that.
so we'll get that in the standby, ready to flick that over.
Push start approved, facing north, Speedbird 22 Charlie.
So I'm imagining any second there's going to be an aircraft passing from left to right. We'll wait and see.
Shamrock 935, where are you requesting taxi?
So just whilst we're waiting for
Ground, Shuttle
our
935,
clearance,
we're having technical issues with the aircraft. If I can't get it sorted, I will disconnect. Roger, let me know, because there's people around wishing to get by in a minute. No, I think if it's okay if you're stuck there, it's okay for a moment.
well, that sounds like Dark Fury maybe having technical issues. I hope we don't suffer the same fate. Mr. Leggington, I'm very well, thank you. Glad you're buckled up. Cabin crew will be around shortly. Hell, Big Matt, the arrow is white.
7 Foxtrot, were you requiring pushback?
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot, yeah, we're ready for push and start, thank you.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot, stand 506, push start approved, face north.
Push and start approved, facing north, shuttle 7 Foxtrot. Okay, so there's our pushback clearance. Let's get the rotating beacon light on. Nose wheel steering will be disconnected once the pushback begins, so let's start that. So nose wheel steering is disconnected. Here comes the pushback tug. Let's start the timer. Check the acupressure. Transponder. Flip that on. And parking brake is set. We're going to lock the flight deck doors. Levers are idle. Let's run the before start check below the line. So windows and doors closed and armed. Rotating big light is on. And mobile phone set to silent. Parking brake on. And let's
Ground,
disconnect.
Shamrock 935, looks like we have fixed our technical difficulties and can taxi when you are given clearance.
Okay, let's
Right,
start the engines. So, engine mode select to ignition.
Taxi right,
And
link
starting engine 1.
5, left on Bravo, hold Dingo.
So engine 1 now starting up. I need to have a quick look outside. Make sure that we're taxiing on the lines.
So the next right there on link 55 and then left.
Exam, please don't spam the chat. I don't fly the DC-6 because I haven't studied it.
Shamrock 935. Sorry, Shamrock 935, sorry, I thought it was from another aircraft. You just taxi straight ahead there, then the next right, link 55 and then left on Bravo. Left on link 55 and right on Bravo. Shamrock 935. The other way around, right on link 55 and left on Bravo. Right 55, right on Bravo. Shamrock 935.
Feature ground, 637 signing off, thank you for the service.
67, thanks for the call, have a good evening.
I think it's great here when you see another aircraft coming in to land on VATSIM. Knowing that it's being flown by another real real pilot here in the game.
Your cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this and pull the strap to tighten it. If you are travelling with children,
So engine 2 stabilised, let's start. Sorry, engine 1 stabilised, let's start engine 2.
Emergency landing and evacuation, leave all your carry-on luggage and items behind. Life rafts are located beneath your seats. Emergency lighting in the floor will guide you to your nearest exit. We now ask that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. Whilst we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety procedures and the safety card in front of you.
Shamrock 935 for London 135.8. Right.
Car London 135.8. Thank you for your service, Shamrock 935.
To make sure you're just holding now at Dingo, it's just straight ahead, almost on Dingo now.
Holding at Dingo at Shamrock 935. And the speedbird 22 Charlie for taxi.
Richard to Charlie, taxi, Alpha, hold Cobra. I'm not sure if you can get there yet.
Yep, no worries, we'll taxi down Alpha and...
So we're just waiting for engine 2 to stabilise.
Speedbird 22 Charlie.
There's the PTU kicking in.
77 Foxtrot, contact London 135.8, bye-bye.
135.8, thanks for the service, Shuttle 7 Foxtrot. So we'll just wait till we're ready before we contact them.
9 Victor, turn right, heading 360 degrees.
Okay, so engine 2 stabilised. Engine mode select to normal, APU bleed off. Anti-ice is not required.
Is at,
APU off, ground control off.
Shamrock 935, thank you. Taxi holding point Alpha Bravo
And
1.
spoilers, rudder,
Taxi 2 holding point
flaps
Alpha
1,
Bravo 12, Shamrock 935.
trim setting
Delta
30.2.
369309 left, clear to land, wind 0607 knots.
And let's run the after start check. So anti-ice as well, so ECAM status, check those systems, all normal. Pitch trim is 30.2, rudder trim set 0. Pushback is now clear. We'll get our taxi clearance.
GMC 131 Charlie, climb flight level 140.
Flight level 140, MC 31 Charlie.
The 9 to descend altitude 3,000 feet.
Descent altitude 3,000 feet, 579 Victor.
London Control, Shuttle 7 Fox, pushback from stand 506, ready for taxi.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot, thank you. Taxi second left and hold Alpha Bravo 13.
Taxi second left, hold Alpha Bravo 13 for Shuttle 7 Fox.
Right now for Mike Juliet, London Control, hello, if you with
So,
me, descend
quick check.
level 90.
Straight down here, second left, Alpha Bravo 13.
Speedbird 579 Victor, turn right, heading 070 degrees, would establish descend glide 9 left.
Turn right, heading 070 degrees from the sun from the localized runway 0 left, just on the glide path, speed 579 Victor.
Easy 903 November, thank you. Push and start approved, QNH 1011.
Push and start approved, QNH 1011, Easy 903 November.
Alitalia 204, London Control, good evening, descend flight level 120.
Nabil Vlogs, thank you very much, sir, for your very, very kind donation, and to Simon Schmidt as well. My apologies, as I do miss those during this stage of the flight, but thank you very, very much for all your donations. Very, very much appreciated. So we're taking second left here. We don't have much time to run through any checks as well. So we're just going to slow right down. Full left. Oh, I didn't want to stop. I just wanted to slow down. So full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder full right, rudder full left, neutral. There we go. That's fine. We're going to make this left turn now. We're going to get the weather radar and predictive wind shear is turned on.
Jersey 31
Auto brake
Charlie,
max.
turn left heading 320 degrees.
We'll ding that cabin crew as well.
Left, heading 322, James 232.
TO config.
316, Charlie.
Delta 3693, vacate to the right in cool ground on 121.7.
Let's do our PEDS check. So, check performance
Right in Cobra 121.
is still going to be a toga takeoff, but just check QNH still 1011. It's actually dropped. It's now 1010, so I'll change those. Engineer procedure, we'll continue with the departure and get radar vectors from air traffic control to return here, runway 09 left. The departure matches what we have in the F&GC. Stop altitude is 6,000 feet.
Shuttle 6 Echo 09 left, clear for takeoff, surface wind 080 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear for takeoff, Shuttle 6 Echo.
Shamrock 935. In fact, disregard. JMC 31 Charlie, route direct to Buzzard.
So it is the second stop bar we're hauling at. We've actually just stopped there before Alpha 13. We want the next one.
Buzzard contacting. Can you give me that frequency again, please?
132.6.
132.6 and clear to Buzzard. Thank you.
November 2
We'll
Papa
hold
Mike,
that there.
turn left heading to 240 degrees.
Left heading 240 degrees, November 2 Papa Mike.
Shamrock 128, you just off the arrival there, fly heading 250 degrees.
Heading 250 degrees.
So we're not going to be going anywhere, I think, before this aircraft
KLM
arrives.
125, descent flight level 80.
Descending level 80, KLM 125.
Juliet 7 Bravo Whiskey Tango, turn right heading 055, cleared ILS 08 right.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the strobes to auto. Then I've only got one click to do. we won't leave them on auto then for the full flight.
Foxtrot behind a landing company Airbus 320, line up 09 left behind.
Behind the company A320, line up await 09 left behind. Shuttle 7 Fox.
Right, F4 Mike Juliet, descend flight level 80.
Flight level 80, Climb 4 Mike Juliet.
Seabird 579.
Danny, yeah, that's right. I have the same problem.
8 knots, 09 left, cleared to land.
Touch the brakes and it's like an emergency stop test on your driving test, isn't it, when learning to drive?
November 2 Papa Mike, turn right heading 300 degrees.
Right turn 300 degrees, November 2 Papa Mike.
Shuttle 6 Echo,
So-
climb flight level 140.
How far away is he?
Flight level 140, Shuttle 6 Echo.
We'll get ready to
950 November.
get all the lights on, turn on the
990,
transponder,
3
etc.
Thanks, taxi holding point.
And then
Kilo
we'll line up once he's
Taxi, holding
passed us.
point.
Cholty, good evening, good to see you.
1. Okay, Lima 1.
Roger, taxi, holding point Lima 1, 990 November.
Juliet 7 Bravo Whiskey Tango, sorry about that, runway 08 right, clear to land, surface wind 08.
So Nabil, thank you very much. I'm going back now through the chat just whilst just waiting for this guy. So thank you very much for your super chat. And I've just seen your message. Your 3-month-old daughter is now watching. Oh, well, we may we may help her sleep. And Simon, thank you very much. Simon says the Microsoft Flight Sim sunsets are always so lovely. Keep up the great work. And wishing us a safe, good flight. Thank you. Hope we can give you a good flight as well. So here comes the company Airbus. I have to remember company Airbus is British Airways tonight and not EasyJet. I'm suddenly thinking, why is someone else flying EasyJet into London Heathrow? So here he comes. Right, in that case, let's get that on. TCAS TARA. And release the brakes.
Fly heading 050 degrees,
get our
cleared
lights
ILS
on.
08 right.
Heading 050, cleared LS 08 right, November 2 Papa Mike.
Right now, 4 Mike Juliet, descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1010, correction 1010.
5,000 feet and 1010.
So we'll be prepared for an instant takeoff as well. So with that, we'll also get packs 1 and 2 turned off. Jake, a lot of aircraft are using, airlines are using large aircraft at the moment
204, fly heading 275.
because of the high demand.
275, altitude 204.
Lots of runway ahead of us, so we shall hold just here. I'm just looking at that weather actually.
579 Victor to the right, right on Alpha ground 1217.
I'm wondering, we should be alright. We'll get anti-ice on once we're airborne.
That's the one.
We'll not have it on for departure.
Speedbird 22 Charlie, behind the departing company, Airbus 320, in front, line up, 09 left and wait behind.
Behind the departing 320 on 9 left, line up and wait. Behind Speedbird 22 Charlie.
Shamrock 9035, behind this departing company, British Airways 320, from Alpha Bravo 12, line up 09 left behind.
Behind the departing British Airways A320, line up and wait behind, Shamrock 935.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot 09 left, clear for takeoff, wind 080 degrees 8 knots.
Clear for takeoff, 09 left, shuttle 7 Foxtrot. Okay,
Right now, full Mike
takeoff.
Juliet, turn right,
Start the
turn
chrono.
round to heading 010 degrees.
Set 50%
The right turn to 010,
and 1.
right now 4 Mike Juliet.
KLM 125, turn left, heading
Engine
240
stable
degrees.
and Mantoga, SRS and runway, there it is.
Shuttle 6,
And it's just starting to rain as well.
132.6, bye-bye.
132.6, shuttle 6 out, bye.
Bye-bye, Super 22 Charlie, there will be an intersection departure ahead.
Yep, no problem, 50 Charlie.
V1 and rotate.
Project 514, London Control, thank you, Roger.
Nav.
Easy 903 November, thanks. The surface wind is 0707 knots, 04, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff, 04, Easy 903 November.
And just following those flight directors now. That looks good. Autopilot 1, engage, set climb thrust. So there's thrust climb.
Bravo 4 Mike Juliet, descent to altitude
Pack 1 back
3,000
on.
feet.
3,000 feet, right now 4 Mike Juliet.
Pack 2 on.
Alitalia 204, descent to level 80.
80, Alitalia 204.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot, climb flight level 140.
140, shuttle 7 Fox.
KLM 125, descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
So set flight level 140, 140 blue, standard pressure. Oh, I've just seen Poland have scored, but I actually missed the goal. I've just seen the fans celebrating.
London, hello, short to Victor, Caribou, we're not quite ready yet, a couple of minutes.
Short to Victor, that's not been an issue. Second left, hold Alpha Bravo.
Okay,
12,
temperature's starting to
ready.
drop through this
Bravo,
cloud.
Bravo,
Let's get the anti-ice on.
Sorry, it's Alpha Bravo 13 for full length report ready.
Yeah, no problem. Alpha Bravo 13, I'll let you know, short to Victor.
KLM 125, turn left, heading 115, cleared ILS 09 left.
And flap 0, ground spoilers disarmed.
Rhino 4 Mike Juliet, turn left, heading 340 degrees, descent to altitude 2,000 feet.
Love the fact that it's raining here on the weather radar
Juliet 7
as it
Bravo,
was
Whiskey Tango, hold
in the
short,
simulator
Juliet,
just as we
call
started to
ground
depart.
121.8, bye-bye.
Good to see that that's working.
Ground 121.8, bye-bye, thank you very much.
Bye-bye, November 2 Papa Mike, 08 right, clear to land, surface wind 0808
Very
knots.
busy in London Heathrow tonight.
Clear to land, November 2 Papa Mike.
Control good, easy 43.
Let's set the standby to standard pressure as well. 1013. We'll release the cabin crew.
Busy 431 Kilo, hello to your crew back just a moment. Break Shamrock 93509 left, clear takeoff, wind 080 degrees 8 knots.
Place for takeoff, Shamrock 935.
Easy 431 Kilo London, hello, clear to Inverness, only 2 Charlie, departure runway 07, squawk 2016.
2016, only 2 Charlie, 431 Kilo.
That's correct, break Rhino Juliet, heading 050 degrees, cleared ILS 08 right.
Oh, here comes the lovely graphics as we break through the cloud layers.
London Easy 903 November, passing 3000 climbing 5000, Itava 110
Easy 903 November, thank you, route direct Welland, climb flight level 120.
10,000 feet, we'll get the
Welland
lights off.
120, Easy 903 November.
Alitalia 204, descent to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1010, landing on 09 left.
Clear the Radnev page out. Check the perf page. Sorry, the progress page. 380, and that's
128, turn right, turning 280 degrees.
the optimum and maximum of that, so we're happy.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot, contact London 132.6, bye-bye.
132.6 for Shuttle 7 Fox. Bye bye.
bye-bye. Top Jet 514, descent flight level 90.
Descent level 90.
132.6. London Control, Shuttle 7 Fox, passing flight level 120 for 140, direct Hemel.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot London, good afternoon, climb flight level 200.
Repeat again please for Shuttle 7 Fox, was a little bit faint.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot, climb flight level 200.
Flight level 200, Shuttle 7 Fox. Struggling to hear him just then. Set flight level 200, 200 blue. Oh, flying through a valley of clouds. I love it. I've actually got the chat right in front of me, which I can obviously keep a little bit of an eye on. The match is actually on behind me, so you guys tell me if there's worth anything turning round and seeing.
Every Air 003, contact London 135.8, bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned off the seatbelt sign and you are now free to move
Contact
around the cabin.
227 Papa, contact
We
London
do
Control
recommend,
now
however, when in your seat, that you keep your
135.8, bye-bye.
seatbelt fastened at all times in case
Contact
of
London
unexpected
135.8.
turbulence. The toilets are now available. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you
Luke, you can hear me over London. Oh, good. That's where I am.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot, climb flight level 380.
380 for Shuttle 7 Fox. We might break through that upper cloud layer yet. So set flight level 380, 380 blue.
Legion 05 Romeo, just confirm your direction to now.
will be around shortly to commence our hot meal and snack service. Please ensure that your tray tables are in the downward.
Legion 05 Romeo, trying to realign the FMU here to go direct fiddle. Legion 05 Romeo, still going to need a couple mics.
Legion 05 Romeo, just for now, turn right heading 155.
Please dispose of any rubbish you
Right heading 155, Legion 05 Romeo.
Shamrock 61 Victor, descend flight level 230.
credit and debit cards.
Descending flight level 230. Shamrock 61 Victor, that's all from me, I'm afraid. No Amsterdam for now, I'm on a Unicom 122, that's fine, bye-bye.
Go to Unicom to do this tonight. Thank you. Bye, 61 Victor.
Guys, if the stream is buffering, refresh the stream. It sometimes happens.
Climb flight level 300, Easy 903 November.
Easy 903 November, in fact, stop the climb flight level 210.
Stop climb flight level 210, Easy 903 November.
Legion 05 Romeo, continue the right turn heading 170 degrees.
Continue right heading 170, Legion 05 Romeo.
Legion Air 05 Romeo, correct. Just take the deal when you can and start your descent now to level 260.
Descent 260, Legion 05 Romeo.
That looks very murky, doesn't it?
Shamrock 935, passing through flight level 120 for 140.
Shamrock 935 London, hello, climb now, flight level 180.
Climb to 180, Shamrock 935.
So just past flight level 220, and so hazy. So very hazy. But the sun's shining, just. And we're just keeping an eye on the temperature. Anti-ice is still required. So Register is correct. The holding patterns and go-arounds will come eventually. I mean, the go-arounds are technically just an extension of the flight plan, because they're normally already programmed in the go-around track.
EG903 November, time flight level 260.
And we should have air traffic control. Scottish Control are online, which means I never see Scottish Control online.
Time flight level 260. Alicia 05 Romeo.
But it looks like they are now. We may have
The frequency is
we may have control all the way up to Scotland, which is great.
Standing by Alicia 05 Romeo.
In which case, we're just going to see if any ATIS is available for
Flight control, very good evening. This is Zebra 22 Charlie with you.
Glasgow.
10 degrees.
Zebra 22 Charlie.
We are keeping an eye on those winds. Remember, there could be a runway change.
Zebra 22 Charlie.
Alicia 00, correction, Alicia 05 Romeo, the correct frequency is 128.1.
128.1, Alicia.
Kate is alright. Autoland does work, indeed.
JMC 31 Charlie, sorry I lost you, but I'm now back with you.
JMC 31 Charlie.
ATIS is available. Fantastic. So runway use is 05. Okay, visibility is good.
Shamrock 935, time flight level 210.
Climb to 210, Shamrock
And advise aircraft type of first contact. Okay, so we need to have a look at our flight plan, as we will be coming in on a different way, I'm guessing. So let's make a plan for runway 05 then, if that's now now in use. So
Charlie, resume navigation direction Trent.
Runway 05.
Zebra 22 Charlie.
Just trying to get Navigraph to work that out.
Shuttle 7 Foxtrot, what's your planned Mach number at level 380?
7 Fox, standby. That's going to be
November, time flight level 300. Do you looking for a higher level?
Climb flight level 300 and negative EG903 November.
Thank you. What's your planned Mach number at flight level 300, please?
Shuttle 7 Fox, plan Mach number at flight level 380 is 0.78.
Thank you, sir. 78 or greater, please, in the cruise.
78 or greater in the cruise for Shuttle 7 Fox. Will come.
903 November, sorry. Your planned Mach number at level 300.
So once we've got up to our cruising level, we need to obviously make sure that we are 78 or greater.
And London Control, good evening. Transat 250, 60 miles northwest of Lugnes, flight level 350.
So just having a look as well.
Transat 250, London Control, good evening to you. Route director Zidil, X-ray India.
So I'm expecting the Ribble 1 Golf arrival for runway 05. So ILS 05, Ribble 1 Golf still.
Shuttle 2 Victor London, hello, climb flight level 200.
Confirm 200.
And
correct.
Insert.
Flight level 200, shuttle to Victor.
Shamrock 935, climb flight level 360.
So that's the runway changed.
2360, Shamrock 935.
Anti-ice can now come off. Lots of high level cloud. I wonder if that'll clear by the time we get up to Scotland. So it is still the same star, the Ribble 1 Golf. And I just now want to get the charts opened for Glasgow,
7763. Confirm your routing to Zidil.
as it's going to be the VOR ILS.
We arrived at Zidil and it's brought us back onto our planned route.
110.1 is the ILS.
Zidil is on the south coast of England and you're just east of Stansted at the moment, so not really sure what's going on there. If you could just turn right for me now, heading 210.
Oh, sadly, sounds like somebody's lost.
Yeah, it's
easy then.
That we came to the end of Zidil.
Okay, just for completeness, I'll send you the name of the waypoint via text. Just if you can pop that back in and let me know.
Nicholas Lim, yes, this is the A320NX.
Yeah, we'll do 776.
Simon, short flights are definitely more stressful than long haul flights. You've got a heck of a lot to do. Throw in a runway change as well. We've also got live air traffic control. We need to start planning our descent. And you really don't have that much time to do it.
We are routing to do.
Thank you, sir.
So as you can see, what we're actually going to be aiming as at ALSIP, we need to be at flight level 260. So I'm already now going to pop that into the perf page, so we can see how far we are away from there. Not the perf, the prog page. So Alpha Sierra Lima India Bravo. 137 miles.
We leave cockpit for approximately 1 minute.
There. We're above Mach 78, so that's what we wanted for our cruise. As long as we stay above that, we should be okay.
Yep, of course, thanks. 7763.
So we're going to be at flight level 380 by ALSIP. We want to be at flight level 260. So we start our descent. Looking at that tailwind, probably around 50 miles away.
You can stop your climb at flight level 180.
Okay, stop climb 180, shuttle to Victor.
Shuttle to Victor, correct. It's a Dane 2 Alpha arrival at Manchester.
Dane 2 Alpha, shuttle to Victor.
Nicholas, if you're seeing errors which say failing to create aircraft, that's nothing to do with you, that's just the other aircraft around you from other pilots. It's just a model matching error. What I'd suggest is if you get onto our Discord server, if one of our many good friends in the chat could just ask the Nightbot to drop the Discord link, then please do join the Discord server, and there's information on there for you. JJ Small, please. There's a reason for that. The real call sign should be Shuttle 6 Echo. However, as you've just heard on ATC, Nick nicked that call sign before I logged on with VATSIM, so the real flight is Shuttle 6 Echo. So, whilst we're still climbing to the cruise, guys, if you haven't done so already, please do consider hitting that like button for me. It really does help with the channel analytics for YouTube, and would really appreciate that if possible. So, thank you so much for that. And that's passing flight level 360.
London, good evening, Seabird 271 climbing flight level 150.
Seabird 271, London Control, good afternoon, climb flight level 180.
Flight level 180, Seabird 271.
Seabird 271, correct. You looking for a higher level, or is 180 good for you?
Flight level 180 is fine, thanks, Seabird 271.
So we're not going to have very long ways to go to the top of the cruise just to do some checks. But what we can start to do is have a look at some arrival information. So just checking now, looking through the charts that we've got here. The transition altitude is coming into Glasgow 6,000 feet. Our platform altitude on approach is 2,400 feet. Minimum safe altitude around Glasgow as we approach 3,000 feet, but just need to be aware that north of the ILS beam,
7 Foxtrot, no speed control.
no speed control now for Shuttle 7 Fox, thank you. Yeah, so just through the localizer it goes up to 4,800 feet, so it's just something to be aware of in case we're overshooting that for whatever reason. And then the decision altitude on our descent, let's just check, sorry, Mach Alt Cruise is all set, so we're now at our cruising level. Yeah, so the decision altitude should be Cat 1, visibility is fine, so runway visibility range should be 550 meters. At least 550 meters, so no problems with that. So it's going to be 226 for Cat 1. We'll get the weather there as well in a few moments. Elevation is 26 feet and the missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, just to let you know, we've now reached our cruise and flight level. We were slightly delayed in taking off, so we are running a little bit behind schedule, but we'll do our best to catch up and see if we can get you to your destination on time as planned. As the cabin crew make the way around the aircraft, please make sure the aisles are clear of any items, and I invite you to please sit back.
Skipper 7763, we're back with you.
Skipper 7763. Skipper 271, route director Lelna.
Danny, I'm not returning. Not tonight, anyway. All systems are good. We'll do a quick fuel check when we get to Pole Hill as well. Let's look at getting the weather.
Easy 18 Alpha Hotel. Hello, descent to level 200. Descent to level 200, Easy 18 Alpha Hotel.
Obi-Wan, good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence our
Easy
service.
18 Alpha Hotel, route director Chase, you can expect a straight in approach to runway 15.
By ensuring your tray tables are down and that the aisles are clear of bags. Our drinks menu can be found in the pocket in front of you. We serve a variety of local and international
Travel
coffee,
7
tea,
Foxtrot, contact
beers,
Scottish
wines,
Control
and
125,
spirits.
decimal 525,
Please
goodbye.
note that alcoholic drinks will not be served to those under 18 years of age. We accept payment in cash or credit and debit cards. Thank you for your support of this channel.
Say again, please, for Shuttle 7 Fox.
Shuttle Fox 7 Foxtrot, contact Scottish 135525.
135525, Shuttle 7 Fox, thanks for the service, good evening. One 3552. I don't even know if I've ever had Scottish control before. It's rare. 135525.
On the control hello, 05 Charlie, climb flight level 140.
Good flight Alpha Charlie, hello, climb flight level 200.
Climb flight level 200, speed 5 Charlie.
Speed 7.
And climb 270, Easy 619 Whiskey.
Scottish control, good evening. Shuttle 7 Fox, flight level 380, inbound Pole Hill.
Special standby break, Shuttle 86 Lima, do you require revection there? Shuttle 86 Lima, we're going to need a further few more miles here for the descent and slowing down as well. Would you like me to take you back round for another approach? Yeah, that would work out really nicely. Yeah, no problem. Shuttle 86 Lima approach, catch left turn head in 04 degrees and maintain altitude 2,000 feet on reaching. Left 340 degrees, maintain altitude 2,000 feet on reaching, Shuttle 86 Lima. Left 040 degrees. Left 040 degrees, altitude Shuttle 86 Lima. And Juliet Mike Charlie 31 Charlie, you need to descend now, otherwise you're going to be far too high. Expedite please, flight level 130 with a better rate. Roger, welcome. Change 331 Charlie. Shuttle 7 Fox, Scottish, hello, expect Ribble 1 Golf arrival, landing runway 05 Glasgow.
Ribble 1 Golf and runway 05, Shuttle 7 Fox.
Shuttle 6 Echo, when ready, descent, flight level 130.
Good, that's everything that we briefed. Happy to hear that.
130, shot 6 Echo. V0014, continue climb, flight level 3.
So, on landing then, from runway 05, let's have a quick look. So landing will vacate probably right onto Charlie or potentially Bravo, and then back tracking to the parking stands down via Alpha. So we know where we're going when we land.
903 November, Scottish, hello, expecting pit 1 Echo arrival.
So, quick fuel check.
Shuttle 7 Fox, turn left heading 315.
315, Shuttle 7 Fox.
It's 903 November, flight heading 340 degrees.
Fly heading 340 degrees, Easy 903 November.
So heading, and we've set 315. So that fuel check.
So late 6 Lima, Roger, I'll bring you in 2 seconds.
We took 600, we should have 6, 7, 800 kilograms more than the operational flight plan told us.
Going up that sector there. Climb flight level 2
At Pole Hill. Pole Hill, we should have had 2.8, no, 3. We should have had 3 tons at Pole Hill. We had 3.1, spot on. So 100 kilograms over, but 100 kilogram less than expected. I like that. Christian, good evening.
7935 Scottish, hello, expect River 1 Golf arrival, turn left, heading 325.
Dextro 2000 is pitch dark in Belgium due to thunderstorms.
River 1 Golf arrival, turn left. Could you repeat that for me, please, again?
Yep, left turn 325.
Left turn 325, Chevrolet 935.
So late 16, you can continue the left turn heading 26 degrees, clear dollars approach runway 22.
Left heading 26 degrees, clear dollars approach runway 22, Charlie, Lima.
Shuttle 7 Fox, when ready, descend flight level 200.
Descending now, flight level 200, shuttle 7 Fox. I was just having a look at that, 50 miles away.
You are approaching him. 903 November, when ready, descend flight level 26 or a level of beam in.
So set flight level 200, thrust idle, open descent, 200 blue, down we go. We'll bring that speed up as well, just to make sure we make that. And shuttle 7 Fox confirmed, still wanting us to maintain heading 315.
Yep, heading 315, flight speed 0.78 or greater.
78 or greater for shuttle 7 Fox.
And you can turn right now, heading 335.
Heading 335, shuttle 7 Fox.
Logan.
Good evening, guys. 815, flight level 120, climbing to flight level 360 in Van Molko.
230, break Logan 004, climb flight level 270.
Flight level 270, Logan 004.
And the ICE 815, is that called it?
Hi, firm, ICE 815.
So it's taken us off the approach, we're still in heading mode, that's okay. But as I'm no longer now bypassing...
Score 0567, ICE 815.
I suppose I am actually bypassing the waypoints. That's Niska. How far are we away from...
Glasgow, stand 16, we're in A320.
So 42 miles away. And yeah, that's okay. I'm just looking, I've got 14,000 feet to lose. That's all right.
Easy 3110 Charlie. And you can contact London now, 132 decimal.
132.6. Easy 3110 Charlie. Thanks. Bye bye, Jamie.
Wants us to maintain 0.78 or greater. That's just something I need to be aware of, particularly in open descent.
Yeah, approved. Go back.
Right, need to get that METAR keyed in as well.
There's a surface wind 15 degrees at 4 runway 22, you cleared for that?
Cleared for runway 22, Charlie, please leave.
So yeah, as we're talking about, lots to do.
7 Fox, flight speed 290 knots or greater.
290 knots or greater, shuttle 7 Fox.
8903 November, turn left heading 335.
There we go, 292. Target that.
8903 November, left turn heading 335.
1012, the Q&H. I apologise, guys. I know I'm not spending too much time in the chat this evening. There's lots going on in this short flight.
Chevrolet 935.
Logan 004, climb level
110 at 6, the wind.
And Logan 004, fly heading 185.
Transition altitude already briefed, 6,000 feet.
253 Alpha, maintain flight level
Barrow
300.
226.
Maintain flight level 300, speed 50 airport.
JMC 31 Charlie, descend flight level 80.
Flight level 080, JMC 310, 31 Charlie.
8903 November, just
so,
confirm you got the heading
a beam ASLib, I'm still aiming flight level
sorry, just confirm
260, which is fine. Yeah, we're going to be down 260 before then, no problem there. We could probably wind that speed back a little bit. He wants us above 290 or greater though, so I don't want to hold it back much more.
35. When ready, descend flight level 200.
When ready, descend to flight level 200, Shamrock 935.
Shuttle 5 Alpha Scottish.
Shuttle 5 Alpha, hello.
Shuttle 5 Alpha clearance, Gatwick, Norbo 1 Juliet departure, school 3546.
Roger, clear to Gatwick, Norbo 1 Juliet departure, squawk 3546, Shuttle 5.
So I've now just put the runway threshold in. So that's our distance now from the runway threshold. That will help me just gauge this descent a little better.
There, 815, climb flight level 2, correction, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, right, 815.
Shamrock 935, speed 290 knot.
Those clouds look amazing, don't they?
Speed 290, Shamrock 935.
Logan 004, climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, Logan 004.
North Shuttle 26 Charlie, when ready, descend flight level 260, level Barmy.
Ready, 260, level Barmy, North Shuttle 26 Charlie. Shuttle control, good evening, Seabird 22 Charlie with you, join the party, flight level 300.
So I'm just listening for air traffic control quite a lot because he is busy. I don't want to miss a call, and I'm just going to go to the RadNav page now. Check we've got the correct frequency. 10.1 is correct. We can also just put in the Glasgow VOR in there, or 5.4. I'm going to turn that on, and again that gives us a information we need.
Another problem, fly heading 34 degrees into vectors, I'll let approach runway 16.
So we're going to be flying level for quite a while, I'm guessing, as he wants to keep us up a high speed.
340 degrees.
Apologies, 340 degrees, shuttle 18S.
JMC 31 Charlie, speed 220 knots, vectors, I'll let approach runway 05, turn left heading 315.
Quick look at the football behind me, and I still see it's 1-1. That's incredible.
That was blocked, so it was broken. Left turn 315 and speed 220 knots.
So we're well below profile at the moment.
220.
But that's okay, because
220.
we're going to have to roll the speed back, I'm guessing, in a little while.
Shuttle 7 Fox, continue to descend flight level 1303.
And we're probably going to get vectors in as well, which is quite nice.
We have 2 stations there. Shuttle 6 Echo descend flight level 90.
So I'm just going to close down that rate of descent a little bit.
Shuttle 6 Echo descend flight level 90.
Keep that speed up. We can see the engine spooling up now.
Good 53 Alpha, climb flight level 3, correction, climb flight level 310.
Climb 310, 53 Alpha.
53 Alpha, climb flight level 330.
330, 53 Alpha.
JMC 31 Charlie, turn left heading 270 degrees, descend to...
We'll get the anti-ice on as well just before we descend into this thick cloud layer, which is looking beautiful, I have to say.
Just give me that flight level again, please.
JMC 31 Charlie, left turn now 265.
Ladies and gentlemen, take advantage today of some fantastic savings and offers from our
290 London control, hello, climb now, flight level Scottish, hello, climb flight level 130.
No, 130, got confused there.
TCAS coming up with an aircraft there, 6,000 feet above us.
Logan 004 makes that has got a lot of traffic up that section there. You can resume a navigation direct cross and then Unicom 128.
Direct cross 128, thanks, Logan 004.
Tower 935, continue descent flight level 133.
Thank you for your support of this channel.
And ET6 1 November Whiskey, any chance you're back?
And if you're wondering what I'm doing with the altitude, he's told us to descend flight level 200, and if we have a quick look at the chart, we need to be flight level 200 at or before Odigi, which is right. I've just slowed the rate of descent down, try and not to be travelling level for too long. We can see Odigi now is about 16 miles away.
Westwind 1103 Scottish, hello, maintain flight level 80.
Still having to maintain a fast speed though.
080, Westwind 1103.
JMC 31 Charlie, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1012.
So I'll start.
Descend to 4,000 feet and QNH 1012.
Shuttle 5 Alpha, sorry, we've just amended our flight plan for a route that
Just
will work
checking,
today.
weather's looking absolutely fine. let's get the terrain radar on instead.
I haven't got the reroute, but clearance is still by Norbo 1 Juliet.
Nabil, yeah, I thought I recognised his voice.
Norbo has just changed a few of the waypoints to make it work.
Yeah, that's good to me.
So you've got...
Shuttle 7 Fox, continue descent flight level 130.
130, Shuttle 7 Fox.
Diva 22 Charlie, when ready, descend flight level 130.
Through saddle, open descend, 130 blue.
Shuttle 6 Echo, vector silent approach runway 05, turn left heading 310, speed 220.
Turn left heading 310 and speed 220, Shuttle 6 Echo.
Actually, Shuttle 6 Echo, if you can keep it high for me at the moment, 250 knots or greater.
Roger, we'll go 250 or greater, Shuttle 6 Echo.
Yeah, there's definitely no need, is there, for any weather add-ons. This is stunning. So weather and landing information has been obtained. FMGC is coded. Landing elevation is checked at 26 feet. I'm going to double check that. 26 feet in Glasgow, is that right? Yeah. Missed approach 3,000 feet. And auto brake not required unless it is raining there. It's about 2,600 meters. So we'll put auto brake on low. Did say there was potential for some rain, so I will put it on low for now. We've done our arrival briefing and our taxi brief. I'll tell you what I haven't done, and I need to remember to do this, and that's set TCAS to below. There we go.
Turning right 290 JMC 31 Charlie.
Good 53 Alpha, nothing first for you now, Unicorn 122 decimal 8, bye bye.
122 decimal 8, bye bye Jimmy.
Cheers mate.
Scottish Control, good evening, Easyjetsimpilot, Aberdeen stand 5, A319, request IFR cruises to Manchester.
Easyjetsimpilot, Scottish, hello, give you a call back 2 seconds, you can expect runway 16, brake, shuttle 6 echo, left turn heading 280 degrees.
280, shuttle 6 echo.
Shuttle 7 Fox, descend flight level 90.
Flight level 90, Shuttle 7 Fox.
903 November, continue descent flight level 80.
So 9090 blue.
Descent flight level 9090, say number, I think you maybe missed last time. Is there any chance of a right base for 06?
Yeah, that's probably what we're going to give you now.
Roger.
JMC 31 Charlie descend.
It's going to get dark in a minute.
Speed 180 knots or greater.
Descend to...
Jayhawk, you're near Carlisle. I think I've flown over you. Does the weather look like this?
Shuttle 6 Echo, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH1012.
That's 5,000, QNH1012, shuttle 6 Echo.
DG29 Echo, turn left heading 180 degrees.
Left turn heading 180 degrees, DG29 Echo.
JMC 31 Charlie, turn right heading 03 degrees, clear direct approach runway 05.
So I'm just slowing down that rate of descent as we are well below profile.
Can you repeat that for JMC 31 Charlie?
Seatbelt signs coming on, minimum set both side, engine mode select, normal electronic flyback stowed, we've briefed the approach.
Turning right 3.
Shamrock 935, descend flight level 130.
Descend flight level 130.
I need to check he still wants this speed.
Detected descend to altitude 3,000 feet for QNH1015.
3,000, copy on the QNH, shuttle 18.
Shuttle 7 Fox confirmed, still maintaining 290 or greater.
Shuttle 7 Fox, you can start reducing 250 knots of rate.
250 knots or greater, Shuttle 7 Fox.
Shamrock 935, speed 250 knots.
250 knots, Shamrock 935.
So I wanted to do that now because I don't want to be trying to be pulling the speed back as we're starting the approach. Combrick, don't let her find out how much you spent, mate. That's the worst thing you can do.
Shuttle 18 Echo, turn right. heading 01 degree.
Right 010, shuttle 18.
GMT 31 Charlie, speed 16.
Okay, coming up on 10,000 feet. Let's get those lights
160 MC 3 Charlie.
Shuttle 6 Echo descends to altitude 3,000 feet, speed 220 knots.
Down to 2,000, speed 220 knots, shuttle 6 Echo.
96 from Zulu, climb flight level 210.
About 210, easy 96 from Zulu.
So we've just passed 10,000 feet, 35 miles away. That's fine.
330, climbing 36 inbound Polo.
431 kilos, Scottish, Shadow Roger, right. EJ 16 kilo London, correction, Scottish, if you're operated the climb 110.
Speed Alt Star.
Shadow 7 Fox, descend flight level 8,
Flight level 090. Say again, please, for Shuttle 7 Fox.
Descend flight level 80, speed 220 knots.
Flight level 80220 knots, Shuttle 7 Fox.
GMT 31 Charlie to wind 06 degrees to 8, runway 05, clear to land.
Clear to land, GMT 31 Charlie.
Okay, so I'm going to need a little bit of speed brakes to help get us down there.
Roger, thanks for that.
Cross control, hello, Easy 8 kilo, go someone Delta 6,000 feet.
Yeah, 1 Victor kilo, Scottish, shallow climb, flight level 110.
Looks like some traffic inbound as well, as we can see just here. Ice knock detected. That looks pretty nice and clear, doesn't it? So let's get the anti-ice off.
Right heading 310, shots 6 Echo.
61 November Whiskey, you back? No, shuttle 26 Charlie, contact lobby control 132.6, bye-bye.
What is decimal 6, 26 Charlie, bye-bye.
Shuttle 7 Fox, turn left heading 285.
Left 285, Shuttle 7 Fox.
Shamrock 9S35, descend, flight level 90, speed 220 knots.
Descend to level 90, speed 220, Shamrock 95.
Bombjet 99 Papa, turn left heading
That's flight level 80, 220 knots.
150 degrees, Bombjet 99 Papa.
Subject 99 Papa, report the speed.
290 indicated.
Object 99 Papa, roger, speed 300 knots of racer.
300 knots of racer, Object 99 Papa.
2983, speed 27, correction, speed 280 knots indicated.
Was that for Easy America?
It was reduced, indicated there, speed 280 knots.
Yeah, apologies to Easy
So I'm expecting a descent any minute now, otherwise we're going to be chasing that.
JMC 31 Charlie,
55 London 230. Block. Shadow 6 Echo, turn right heading 02 degrees, speed 180 knots.
Right heading 020, speed 180, shuttle 6 Echo.
Shuttle 6 Echo with the right hand turn when localised to established runway 05 descend glide path.
And we'll establish descend glide path, shuttle 6 Echo.
Scottish control, shuttle 2 for Mike, go someone.
Will 89, yeah, I do.
2 for Mike, Scottish Shadow.
Haven't done since COVID though, no point.
1 Victor Kilo, turn left heading 215.
Left heading 215, Easy 8 Victor.
Give it 22 Charlie, descend, flight level 100.
Down to 5100, Seabird 2 to Charlie.
Shadow 18 Echo, apologies, hope he's there, completely forgot about you right there. Turn right now 175.
Turn right 175, shuttle 18 Echo, no problem.
Apologies, that's my mistake. Shuttle 7 Fox, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Send altitude 6,000, 1012, the QNH, Shuttle 7 Fox. Thrust idle, over descent.
24 Mike, climb flight level 90.
6,000 blue.
Climb flight level
Down we
90,
go.
shuttle 2 for Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Shuttle 5 Alpha, line up runway 05.
please make sure you
Runway 05, shuttle 5.
trays in the upper.
EJ 1 Victor Kilo, climb flight level 190, further left turn, head in 185.
Thank you.
Roger, further climb 190 and then left 185.
So just checking for
31
my
Charlie, confirm on the
own
direct.
situational awareness here. Where are we going?
Can you repeat that for JMC 31 Charlie?
I take it you're on the go around. Left turn heading 32 degrees, climb and maintain altitude.
Now I know
4 Valley.
where I am. I've got my bearings. We'll go back into arc mode.
increase to 4,000 feet, and can you just skip to that heading again, please?
Thank you very much, guys, to everyone that has liked the stream. I apologise, it is very busy. I'm not paying too much attention to the chat. But I've just seen Gary, and so Gary Bovid, good evening, mate. 6,600 feet, still on our way down. And we're going to start configuring pretty soon.
085 descend, flight level 80. Shuttle 5 Alpha, the wind is 06 degrees.
Speed, alt start.
Departure, maintain runway heading.
Project cleared for takeoff runway 05 and...
So track miles, we've probably got about 10, 15, probably about 20 track miles to fly. So we're nice and below the profile at the moment, that's okay.
Shuttle 6 Echo, no speed, continue approach, the wind 06 degrees at 81 to depart. Continue approach, Shuttle 6 Echo. Shuttle 7 Fox, descend altitude 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet, Shuttle 7 Fox.
Shuttle 18 Echo on that heading cleared, ILS approach, runway 16.
On that heading cleared, ILS, Shuttle 18 Echo.
So set 1,000 feet per minute, going down now to 3,000 feet.
Yeah, sorry, I'm having trouble with the autopilot. 4,000 feet and my head.
Lewis Aviation, good evening.
Yeah, that doesn't work. So right turn heading 300, please, and descend altitude 4,000.
We've had VATSIM for the full flight. It's been great, but quite intense at times. Lots to concentrate on.
Shuttle 6 Echo, clear to land.
Clear to land, 6 Echo.
C31 Charlie, everything's coming in text to you as well. 89.6 Romeo Zulu, what's your final requested level?
230, 89.6 Romeo Zulu.
What is it, sorry?
230.
96 Romeo Zulu, roger, continue climb flight level 2.
Okay, start configuring. So flaps 1, we're at 220. Max is 230, so flaps 1.
Climb flight level 170, shuttle 24 Mike.
Shuttle 5 Alpha, sport mode Charlie.
Sport mode Charlie, shuttle 5 Alpha.
Give it 22 Charlie, descend flight level 90.
Down to flight level 90, 02 Charlie.
Alright, it's 815, request 3 to change to come on to do this 18.
Yep, Unicom now 128, bye-bye.
Thanks, bye. I said.
So we'll expect a right-hand turn in 3 or 4 miles. There's the glide slope starting to come up.
110.
Sorry, could you repeat that, shuttle 5 Alpha?
Climb flight level 110.
Climb flight level 110, shuttle 5 Alpha, thanks.
GMT 31 Charlie, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220, GMC 1 Charlie.
Shuttle 7 Alpha, confirm speed still 220.
Back turn and put runway 16.
Oh, I was blocked. Shuttle 7 Fox, confirm speed 220 or greater still.
No, you can reduce now 180.
180 knots, Shuttle 7 Fox.
Sherman 935, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH1016.
I couldn't get flaps 2 out, that was my concern, at that speed.
1012, Shamrock 935.
96 Romeo Zulu, if you can take 250, just want to get you a bit, guys, these Manchester guys, can you take 250 for me?
Yeah, that's no problem, do you want to climb 250?
Yeah.
Roger.
EJ 1 Victor, climb level 350.
Climb 350, EJ 1 Victor.
GMT 31 Charlie, turn left heading 225.
Yeah, can you repeat that again? I keep getting overcalled.
Left turn 225.
Left 225. MC 31.
Shuttle 7 Fox, turn right, heading 07 degrees, clear the left approach runway 05.
Right heading 070, cleared LS approach 05, Shuttle 7 Fox.
Give it 22 Charlie, turn left heading 275, speed 220 knots.
275, speed 220,
so,
Charlie.
lock blue, we're cleared for the ILS approach.
Right now 175.
Maintaining 180 knots.
Right 175, shuttle 4 Alpha.
Shuttle 18 Echo, the wind Aberdeen 140 degrees at 8, runway 16, clear to land.
And we're going to get flaps 2 out, glide slope's not too far away.
Runway navigation direct.
Lock start. 180 knots still on selected speed. And we're visual
now 175
with the airfield, lock star, glide slope, blue, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2.
Turn left heading 265.
Turn left 265, Shamrock 935.
ET2 down Echo, contact Manchester, radar 118.575.
118.575, ET2 down Echo, thanks Jamie.
Cheers mate.
Glide slope start.
And Falcon 1 Unicorn.
Missed approach 3,000 feet is set.
17 Unicorn 122.8, thank you for the ATC, brilliant, clear mate, pipe.
Cheers, pipe. 7 Fox speed 160 knots for greater.
160 knots or greater for Shuttle 7 Fox, and we're established.
Cheers. Shuttle 6 Echo, welcome to Glasgow, standard choice is yours.
2,500. Standard choice, Shuttle 6 Echo, thanks you legend, bye-bye.
Cheers mate, have a good one. GMP 31 Charlie descend altitude 3,000 feet.
Descending 3,000 feet, JMC 31 Charlie.
Channel 935 descend altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, Shamrock 935.
Given 22 Charlie descend flight level 73.
Down 25 on 70, speedbird 2 to Charlie.
Shuttle 2 for Mike, climb flight level 3.
Same flight level 140, runner 2.5, thank you.
05 is cleared and vacated, Shuttle 7 Fox.
And Monet Unicorn 122.8, bye-bye.
Runway 05 at Glasgow is vacated, Shuttle 7 Fox.
Shuttle 7 Fox, welcome to Glasgow, the standard yours, taxi standard choice, cheers.
Many thanks, great ATC. Shuttle 7 Fox, bye-bye.
Cheers mate, have a good one. Shuttle 5 Alpha, climb flight level 333.
Climb 330, Shuttle 5 Alpha.
Good 22 Charlie, speed 180 knots.
180 on speed.
So I think Nick is there. Should we go and park next to him?
Cheers mate. Shuttle 18 Echo, taxi stand 2 please.
After nicking my call sign. We'll forgive him.
Say again for Shuttle 18.
Taxi stand 2 please.
Roger, Shuttle 18.
Cheers, thanks for flying. Apologies for forgetting about you earlier.
Oh guys, did you miss the landing? Oh, you're joking. Right, tell you what. I've got a replay queued up. Stick with me. I'll show you the landing on the replay. How's that? Oh, how annoying. You didn't miss much. But I will show you the replay once we just get parked up. Not quite sure what happened there.
Shamrock 935, the wind 06 degrees at 8, runway 05, keep clear to land.
Clear to land, Shamrock 935.
River 22 Charlie, turn right, heading 035, when established localised 05, descend glide path.
Right turn 035, I'll call established 05, speedbird 22 Charlie.
Oh guys, you have just missed the best bit. Right, don't worry. I can show you the landing. I can show you the landing. In order to do that, I need to quickly go off VATSIM. Wave goodbye to Nick, everybody. Thanks very much, Nick, for flying alongside. And let me just disconnect from VATSIM. And disconnect. Right. So, where's the replay mod? Here we go. Let me just check this and stop that. We'll sort this out in a moment. Right, so bear with me one sec, guys. Hopefully, I'll show you what you missed. It should be available. You're quite right. It should be available in the full stream a little bit later on. Wow, that's dark. Have I loaded the right replay? I'm not convinced I have, you know. I'm pretty certain I haven't. That's not the right replay, is it? That's terrible. 1 second, let me load the right replay, because I don't think I have. What's the date today, guys? It's 19th, isn't it? Ah, I did. I loaded the wrong replay. Let me load the right one.
2,500.
Here it is. Just takes a second for all of the scenery to load back in, but that should be pretty quick given it's cached in. There we go, we can start to see that coming in now. If I also just wind the time back a little bit, as it wasn't quite that dark, was it? There we go. Oh, so sorry you missed this live, but got that showing you now, and we can check that out. So here we are, coming in to Glasgow. Those of you sat on the left hand side of the aircraft, of course. Right, that was actually, although it may not have looked it too much, that was actually a really intense flight and quite an intense stream. There was only 300 miles trip, which sounds like a lot, but maybe it is in a Cessna. It's not in an A320. So the flight time was what? Something like 56, 57 minutes? I can't quite recall. You're not at the top of the cruise for very long. You've got a few checks to do. And you've also then got to be planning the descent as well. So, as well as having to plan and sort all of that, you've obviously got to listen to air traffic control. We had air traffic control from the start to the end. I think that's the first time in a long time I've had air traffic control all the way through, including the ground, and taking us all the way through, basically ground to ground control, which is fantastic. And it was very intense. Single pilot operations normally, of course, with a co-pilot. You've got them helping you out, doing some of the checks and things, and also usually the pilot monitoring, not the pilot flying. The pilot monitoring handles all ATC communications.
Too low, terrain.
Oh shush.
Too low, terrain.
Yeah, you're gonna keep binging because I forgot to turn that off. So that was actually quite an intense flight, but I think it may have been intense, but it was thoroughly enjoyable. Bringing all those happy hungover Scottish fans back to Glasgow from London Heathrow. So I actually really enjoyed that, and I don't know what you guys think, but I think it makes it much more immersive when you've got that air traffic control as well. So that was really nice, and a big thank you to everyone that subscribed this evening. Got quite a few new subscribers during that stream tonight, so that was great. There's our little touchdown. There we are. There go the spoilers. Nick, Scottish Control is a great stream. Yeah, is it London Control? His tag on, he streams on Twitch, I think, doesn't he? So Nick, did he actually stay on for us? Is that true? Well, is it past his B&B time? It is quite late now, 10 past 10 on Saturday night. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly rewind that. We'll rewind that a few miles out, and we'll watch the arrival from the right hand side. We get to see a little bit more, I think, of the city of Glasgow, don't we, on this side. LG lamps, yeah, lucky fans. Oh, the scenery still grabs me every single time, particularly on these replays. It's awesome. So fantastic. That was a really enjoyable flight, really enjoyable stream. Estrix, when do I normally stream? Oh, there's a question. So if anyone wants to know my current schedule, which sadly is subject to change, the current schedule starting on a Monday with Mileage Monday, so long haul flights on a Monday. So that's daytime. Depending on the length of the flight we're doing, that can start anywhere from usually between 0900 to 1000 hours. So between 0900 to 1000 hours. Zulu time, of course, that is during the day. Then no streams on a Monday night. Then ordinarily we would stream on a Tuesday evening around 1930 Zulu. However, We will not be doing that this Tuesday because England are playing again on a Tuesday, so wrecking my stream time once again. So there'll be no stream on Tuesday night. If we can get one in Tuesday daytime, we'll try, but I can't guarantee that. And then Wednesday evening, same thing, around 19:30 Zulu. Thursday, no streams Thursday evening. Sadly, I have to work. And then we normally do Friday evening streams as well. Again, 19:30 Zulu. Saturdays don't usually stream, he says, sat here on a Saturday night, because we didn't stream last night because of the football. And then Sunday evenings as well. Although, I'm saying this, even as I'm saying it, there's a chance that I won't be around tomorrow evening either, as we've got a day out with the family planned. So it's all very up in the air. So all I can say is please do hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Turn on the notification bell, and that way you'll be sure not to miss any of it. So a big thank you to everyone who's flown alongside me tonight on on VATSIM. Big thank you to everyone who's donated and contributed to the stream tonight, either via the super chats or the Streamlabs link. Very, very much appreciated. Big thank you to everyone for your kind donations, and of course the Easyjetsimpilot members. Really, really happy and thankful to you guys for continuing to support the channel. It means so much, and means that I can actually devote this amount of time to the channel as well. So I really, really do appreciate that. I'm going to leave you with then one last replay, and of course it has to be the cockpit view, doesn't it? So I'm going to leave you with the cockpit view, as sadly you missed the real thing. So I may or may not see you tomorrow night, guys. If I do not, then I will see you for Mileage Monday. Have a great rest of the weekend, guys. Thanks for watching. See you very soon. Bye bye.
$100, 50, 40, 30, 20.